Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Hearts of Iron 4 Israel Modern Day. So, in the last episode, we took out a few of the smaller countries down here, and now are watching people starting to join and not join NATO / the CSTO. So that's really, really exciting. For us, we're boosting conservatism over in China because we're trying to get the conservative movement to take hold in China. We're also trying to figure out who to be allies with, because I have no idea who to be allies with at the moment. Now, we're not justifying a war against Iran yet, because I feel as though we need to build ourselves up a little bit more. We are falling apart royally right now. We need steel because I just did that. What else are we going to need? We're going to need some rubber after this, but we can do that. And then basically those two are the only things that we need. So we're going to go ahead and plop two more. We're just going to plop a whole thing into it, and then we're just going to trade what we need. Rubber 20, which is fine. We can get that. We can't trade for any more? But that doesn't make any sense. Fuck. Well, just kidding. We're going to go ahead and cut almost all of that. And then we're going to go ahead and cut. Like that. 12 more. Fuck. Hey. God, there we go. All right, we're good. Jesus, that took forever. So we're going to have to figure out a way to get more steel. Let's go ahead and go at comfortable speed right now because I'm not wanting to go huge into speed. Now, what we could do as far as steel is concerned, let's go ahead and drop one. We need there we go. We'll just do that for now. But we need steel, which really kind of sucks. So we're going to need to look at our resource tabs. Where is that? There it is. Who has a shit ton of steel for us? We got Egypt that has barely any. It's just a lot. We have a lot of oil. Like, we're going to have a shit ton of oil, which is going to be fantastic for us. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be great. But we're not going to be able to do this forever with just oil. We need a shit ton of steel. And the only places that we have like a ton of steel are basically in Europe. Of course, the United States has a shit ton. Does Singapore have a lot? They have a lot of rubber. Decent bit of steel, but a lot of rubber. Rubber over in that their country. Okay, so what we're gonna do, because what we could do is get the Suez Canal, which would be amazing for us, but we need to get after Iran first. I feel like it's just gonna be the smartest idea for us, but we need to build ourselves up before that because we are on struggle bus for a while as far as getting everything built up and ready to go. We are on struggle bus, which isn't good for us, of course. Oh, good. That gives us the opportunity to justify wars a lot quicker, which really helps us out. Let's go ahead and do combat prep, so that's going to be great. So we can justify a war, and it wouldn't take that long. It would take 95 days to justify a war against Iran. But the problem is I'm terrified of what Iran can do to us, because I feel as though this war with Iran is not going to be a pretty one. And it's going to take a long ass time to do it. Because we don't have significant resources yet for all of our troops. And we're also training, which could be to our disadvantage at the moment. So we're not going to train. We're just going to leave them. And we're going to build as much as possible into our shit. It's just going to help us out a lot more. And I feel as though if we can do that, then we'll be alright. We built 4 a day, which isn't good. Like, we need to get a lot more per day. Okay, here's what we can do. We have a stockpile of that, so we can put like one factory into that. Weirdly enough, we need to drop a little bit. Probably into guns, I would think. We have a shit ton of guns, so we're fine there. Could cut one of those, because we're full on tanks for now. And then let's go ahead and build up some more. I think that'll do. For right now, I think that'll do. Hopefully. Because we need a little bit more steel for that, and we're trying to build things right now. Of course, our nuclear reactor is going to basically be probably the highlight of the episode. Because it comes over in October, which is going to be fantastic. So, in other news, sorry, by the way, there hasn't been a video. I've been really busy. I'm now a stage manager, basically helping out the conductor in the pit for our musical that we're doing. If you guys had any idea of what I just said, congratulations, you know a lot about theater. Because I barely knew what a pit was for a while, until I started to hang out with a lot of band people and slightly orchestra people. It depends on where you're at, but I was watching a lot of their stuff, and I did a few things with the pit before, but this is like the big thing. Like, I'm now basically helping out with anything that they need from me in the pit. I can handle, basically, or at least I can hope to handle. So that's why I haven't been making videos for a short amount of time, but finally one is coming up. Also, in other news, Donald Trump is the president of the United States, the president-elect of the United States. No longer is it Hillary Clinton like it is in this game. It is Donald Trump, and the Democratic Party apparently is huge against the Republican Party in this game, but that in and of itself is a lie. So we can justify right now, but I don't want to, because I want to get some of our trucks and things taken care of. We only have 14 units of men too. Like, we don't have a strong army. Like, we don't have a lot of men. Well, we have a fairly decent air force. What I want to get is a bomb, and that's why I don't want to declare war until we get said bomb. It's going to be a lot easier for us, and we're going to be building it like, what, I think like 0.2, but at least we'll build a bomb, which we can declare war a little earlier, make sure we have our planes and everything set in the area, and then we're good after that, basically. Yeah, let's go ahead and throw these guys in there so we can have some more planes. It'll be rather nice for us. Let's go ahead and put some over in here as well. We'll wait until they build up some more. So we got the Gen 5 main battle tank, which we're not going to start building just yet, because it's just not a smart idea for us. But we're going to be able to research all of these things. It'd be good. Because our troops, as you can see, their strength is a little bit down because they don't have their equipment that they need. They need their equipment in order to fight, and they don't have that. We need more units. We need them. Device of battle. Let's go ahead and get, I don't know. Which one? We're probably going to be dealing more with the Atlantic, I would guess. If we ever plan on going this way, we're probably going to deal with them rather a lot. So the conservatives are now 25% in China. That's huge. That's really good. 25% to 46%. So they are moving. They're moving pretty fast. Kim Jong-il still staying high with his 42% communism. So go him, I guess. I'm waiting for there it is. Let's go ahead and continue researching radar stations. It's going to be good for us. We need to build a few of those on our borders of nations that we know we're going to attack soon enough, like Iran, of course. But we have not done that yet, and it's because I've been falling a little bit behind on construction. I'm really trying to get this here nuclear reactor started, and it's been just a little difficult. Nice, that'd be nice. Western loyalty, Eastern loyalty, or avoid it. Why would you do that just to avoid it? That doesn't make sense. Let's go ahead and get a census reform going. It's probably going to help us out a fair decent bit, I would guess. So we're just pushing forward time. Of course, over in Russia, Putin still stands. Huge. He still stands. So I guess that's good. Nationalism, though. Rather big. So that's surprising. Never would have thought that I would see nationalism being so big over there. No longer have the effects of individual freedom. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Oh, okay. So individual freedom was something here that I forgot. We have a dangerous birth rate, which I don't know how that's dangerous. We need the population right now. We really do. So almost there with the bomb, which is good because we need to start building that as soon as possible. Come on, we're almost there. There we go. So now we go 0.2 a day, which is really bad. Like, granted, that's really terrible. But we don't have significant resources to build more at the moment because it's just going to take forever to build another one. So we might as well just wait. How are we doing? 5.2. We're moving. We're moving steps in the right direction. I wish you could trade equipment with people. That would be fantastic. Because I would do that. I would just trade equipment with probably like the United States or something. So we're going to justify a war with Iran. We're probably not going to get to it, but I do want to see the, like, mass, I guess, of the Iranian forces. Because they're going to line up against me now that I'm justifying. Whew! Major Islamist rally. So they're pushing, I guess. Yeah, but you can see the sheer mass of troops. We're just not going to be able to justify at the moment. We can't do it. We're going to end up dying. Like, rather quickly. We're not going to be able to fight that battle. Which really sucks for us. Because we need to get that done. But we can't. Let's go ahead and research the light tank. It's going to do good for us. Now we can justify against Kurdistan and take like small little areas like that and further expand. But I want to go after a big frickin' enemy, and we can't do that at the moment. We don't have the troops, and it kind of sucks. But we need to figure out who to go after next, because we're in kind of a standstill. Iran is huge, and we're not building things at the capacity that we need to at the moment, basically, which kind of sucks. We do have the military factories, but we don't have the supplies to do that. We don't have the steel. And we could actually go into our trading. Go to our oil. We're not trading any oil, which is good because we don't need it. We're trading aluminum, which I don't know if we need aluminum, to be honest. No, I wish people were trading us for oil. That would be fantastic. So birth control programs. Not bad. Or insane birth rate. Which is pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. Our political power gain is pretty good. We'll be fine. Plus, we're not going to use it that much. So as you can see, once we stop justifying, their army they leave. But we don't have the army to attack them right now. We just don't. And we need to figure out an enemy to attack. Like, we could go after Egypt. It would probably be fairly simple for us, but I don't know. Let's go ahead and move them over. Go. We're going to go ahead and train them over to the other areas. See if we can get after Egypt. The only thing that I don't like about Egypt is that they are democratic at the moment. They're kind of close. They're really close as far as being Islamist or being democratic. So it kind of depends. Let's see if we can justify and see what the size of their army really is. Because we kind of feel like shit right now. My God. They just have troops after troops after troops, don't they? Okay. Our guy actually feels semi-decent about this, which is really weird. Now he feels like absolute ass, which I can get. Weirdly enough, though, Egypt is a lot easier of odds for us than Iran. Iran, we're just going to get absolutely plastered. I wonder if we join NATO, if we take the time right now to join NATO, and then attack Egypt, we can still technically get everything. But we can't ask to join now. Fuck. Well, that's not good. Because the world tension's going down. But that's actually good, like, if we attack them by ourselves. The only thing that I have that's really bad is we have a shit ton of provinces right here that are worth a fair decent bit to us. And they got a fair decent, like, really big army, so we kind of gotta watch our step, which is not good for us. Let's go ahead and get liquid body armor. I think it's going to help us out immensely. We're doing fairly well as far as like our navy is concerned. We don't have to worry about that. We can go after these tiny little nations, but I don't really care for any of them. I wonder, we could attack Kurdistan and get away with it. Let's go ahead and just bully Kurdistan, because it's just going to be easier for us. We can get a little bit of stuff. It's going to be good that way. We're going to justify against Kurdistan. I didn't want to do it because they're overwhelmingly conservative. I didn't want to, but we're going to anyway. Just because it's going to be good for us. And I don't even think Kurdistan has that much of an army. I don't really need to make an offensive line, but I'll make it anyway. Because why not? Yeah, I don't even think they have an army, so we can just walk in 2 seconds. The only thing, though... Oh, good. Conservatism went up. Fantastic. We're at 56% conservatism. That's really good. I'm really proud of our conservatism. So, I think we can go ahead and wait the 100 days. I really hate it because my game keeps popping out, and it's annoying to me. I don't know why it's doing it, but oh well. Okay, that was... Don't know if you saw that, but that was lag fest. That was the biggest amount of lag I've ever seen in my entire life. Here's the thing. We justify the war against Kurdistan. We go to war with Kurdistan. They get into NATO. They call in Turkey. I'm fucked because I'm going to have to make a defensive line, and they have Aleppo basically right there that's worth 20 points. And then if they can get all the way to Damascus, I am screwed. Like, royally screwed. So hopefully I'm not going to die. I don't think so, but I think I'm going to be able to walk through them before this. Terminate the aluminum with France is terminated, but lack of civilian factories. Why is that? What the shit? That doesn't make any sense. We had these. Are we building? No, we're not building a thing. What happened? Fuck. Something went wrong, and now we have to cut down a little bit of supplies, it looks like. We need 22 steel. Son of a bitch. We gotta drop some from here, don't we? That's annoying as fuck. How many do you need? 4 more. God damn it. I'm not gonna be able to build as many as I want now. I don't know what happened, but that was weird. If you guys know why that happened, please tell me. I would love to know. Let's go ahead and do that because we're gonna need those trucks as soon as possible. This episode's going fairly long. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. Sorry that we didn't attack anybody, but the good thing is we started processes? Good English. Started progress of building a nuke. We are trying to figure out who to really go for at the moment because we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. On our right side, we have Iran, who at any moment can destroy us because we don't have the army to fend them off, at least. On the left, we have Egypt, which is kind of the same ordeal, but we can manage if we get a little bit more troops. So we're kind of stuck at the moment. It's not fun. We're gonna have to figure out maybe an invasion of someone, maybe Somalia, or trying to go into a lesser nation that won't be that difficult. And then we can kind of keep our army there and justify wars against other nations that are smaller, that are not going to be that difficult to take out. Maybe we'll do a conquest of Africa? I have no idea, but the Middle East right now it's going to stay as it is, which kind of sucks because I would love to attack them, but I don't have the army to do it yet. And that really sucks because I'm trying to build up my army to be a really good army, even though it's only 14 units. So we're going to have to figure out what to do. We're still boosting over in China, 33% conservative to 41% communist, so we're making good progress over there. The only reason I'm boosting up China's conservatism is just so if I need somebody to fall back on that's not NATO, I can do that. I'm going to play this real quick to get that thing out of there. Or just kidding, it's still there. What do you still need 10 steel for? That actually didn't do a fucking thing, to be honest. TB fucking age. I don't know why we just lost this many factories. That doesn't make any sense to me. What are we trading? I have to figure that. I'm going to figure that out. And, oh, okay. I was like, we're not trading 900, are we? No, we're fine. I'm going to figure that out, and then I will, of course, get back to you. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, please like it. Tells me that you want me to continue. Also, comment down below, what should we do? Now that we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, who should we go after? Should we join NATO and then attack the Middle East? Should we go on our own and conquest through Africa and then come back to the Middle East? Or should we work on this with China and see how it goes? And see if they can basically take out the Middle East for me. Of course, those are all on the table. I have no idea what to do, but hopefully we'll figure that out. And then, of course, if you have not already done so, subscribe to see more. We're going to be playing a lot more Hearts of Iron 4. So if you are enjoying the series, be ready. There's going to be a lot more coming out there. But I'm going to go get ready for my next rehearsal that I have for Where's Charlie, which is the musical. And then I will hopefully record another one today. If I can't, then I'll try to record one tomorrow. So hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your week. And hopefully great things come to you this week. I'll see y'all later. Glenn Games signing off as always. Take care, everyone.